coverage and all that. So we heard about the Vietnam War, you know, especially between this war happened between the South and the North Vietnam. And we used to get the news, actually once in a while, the news in the radio, which broadcasted only probably 1 hour in a 24-hour time. But then there were newspaper, Tanganyika Standard, which used to report the forced atrocities of war and what's going on and all that. But when we came to United States in 1971, I was 31 years old, so we were already way into the war, and then the war was going to end. It ended in 1975. So between 71 and 75, there was a lot of news coming about the Vietnam War, and by then the United States was already involved into peacemaking, and of course many the army sent a lot of people down there to fight. I was on a selective service, because once I became a citizen, they put me on the selective service, and they might have to go to war, but fortunately, I didn't get the opportunity. Otherwise, maybe we wouldn't be talking. Who knows? But so I lucked out. There was I skipped the war. I think skipped it. So anyway,
okay.
I was ready to go, but they just got out of it easily, I guess, because we were already bringing the people back, the army, coming back into U.S. So one of these kids who went there, and I went to school at this time, here at Southern Technical Institute, and there were quite a few actually who had just come back, young kids from war, and they were smart, they were, all well prepared, well built, good guys, very nice. But thank God the war ended, and a lot of atrocities, but it's part of life.
Right. Okay. My next question is, how did Vietnam War affected your family or your own self?
Personally, it did not affect, because we really, in Tanzania, where from back at home, the only thing was that there's a war in Vietnam, and that's it. And people are dying. So that was it. So directly, we were not in. We didn't have any situations where the war had involvement in the war or during the war, because of the war. I don't think we had anything to do with it, fortunately.
Okay.
No. There were so many things being reported, all the time, and our leaders, the United States President, and they were so much concerned about this war, because a lot of our young people at the war, in the war, they died, and they gave their life fighting. And fortunately, the United States, was able to finally bring the peace into this between the North and the South Vietnam, which I think still is good. But there were so many people that I know who went to war, and coming back here, and during the war, difficult. They had tough times and all that. But fortunately, the government is looking after them, you know.
Right.
But some are just left alone, veterans on the road. It's sad. Other than that, I was not involved, we were not involved, you know. But as a country, I think there are certain areas we still have to look for them. There are, like they say, when people from the Vietnam War, you know, and they are still on the road, unfortunately. They are really not looked after well.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, what's a definition?
Communism?
Yeah, for you.
Communism, it really depends where we are and where we live, and you know, it is difficult to point out because we have democracy, but even that democracy, you know, is sometimes the people at the top, you know, they don't care about the democracy. It's there, it's just for them, I guess, I don't know. But yes, in communism, there are a few people up there which will decide what you do and what you don't do. You know? It's difficult, but at the same time, for example, the biggest, you know, largest communism, you know, was in China. And we went to China. We went for, you know, to China. And we saw that people were happy. And the Chinese claimed at that time, you know, that there is nobody who was hungry to bed because everybody is guaranteed, you know, for work, for whatever work it is. It may be just sweeping the road, sweeping the street on their near their house, you know, whatever. Keep the roads clean. So that kind of thing, they were trying to keep everybody busy and make sure they get whatever, you know, money from the government. So they get their food and everything. And we noticed at the time that, you know, there were no beggars on the street. And there were people clean, nice, clean. The white shirt was white shirt, you know, not really dirty shirt.
Sure.
So, and then they were happy. They were happy, you know. But that's what else could have mouth to do, you know. Mouth has done nothing because millions and millions, I don't know how many, you know. So they were living happily. And now things have changed. As the life changes, everything has changed now. The whole world has changed.
Right.
You know. So, but it was not bad for that time. That, you know, so many mouths to feed.
Right.
And that was the most important thing at the time. There, you know, but I had some friends in college. They were sponsored by the government. When they came back, youngsters, you know, they were, at the time I'm talking about, they were between 28 and 34, 35 years old. They had gone to work for 4 or 5 years, you know. Yeah, that was sad. But they took it light. They took it, you know. It was, they had, I think they really took it as their duty to the country. And they went out there to save other people, you know. And some of them never came back.